All right, number 5. So find the equation of the tangent line of to the function at the given point, right? So we have this given point, like here's our x and our y, or if you want, you can call it x1, y1, right? And then if we want to find the line tangent, then that means we're going to use point slope form, right? Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, right? And so we have our y1 and x1. We just need to find our slope, right? And when we're thinking of slope of the tangent line, right, if we're talking about tangent, then that means we want to find the derivative, right? Remember that m tan is equal to dy dx, or f primed, right? So this is how we've seen it on Coots. It's f primed at that given point, right? So where a is whatever x1 is, right? Okay. All right. So that's what we want to do, is we want to find the derivative of this, and then we're going to plug in a, or our input value, and then whatever that output is for the derivative at that point is going to be the slope of our tangent line. All right, sorry about that alarm. And so the derivative of cosecant, okay, derivative of this is going to be dy dx, and we know the derivative of cosecant is negative cosecant cotangent, right? Cosecant cotangent. Now I'm going to do that, but I'm going to put the 2x back inside, right? Because we don't change the inner function when we do the derivative of the outer function, right? So there's a little minor chain rule here, because I do have an inner function, and I can take the derivative of that 2x, and so I'm going to tag that on the end, so it'll just be times 2. Okay, so this is a little bit of chain rule here, right? Derivative of the outer function, well, we kept the inner function the same, and then multiplied by the derivative of the inner function. All right, so I'm going to clean this up just a little bit and bring the 2 to the front with that negative, so it'll be negative 2 cosecant of 2x times cotangent of 2x. All right, so that's the derivative. So now we just need to plug in 2 pi over 3, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 2 pi over 3 and I'm going to put it everywhere where there's an x, right? So I'm going to rewrite this, negative 2 cosecant, and then 2, and I'm going to put this 2 pi over 3 here, okay? Cotangent of 2, and then I'm going to put that 2 pi over 3 in again. Okay, and so when we multiply 2 over 1 times 2 pi over 3, we're going to get 4 pi over 3. And so we'll end up with 4 pi over 3 there and there. Okay, and then I'll just bring those down. So now I'm going to look up on my trig chart. All right, so I have my trig exact values table here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up cosecant with 4 pi over 3, right? So cosecant is right here, and 4 pi over 3 is right here. And so where they meet is at negative 2 root 3 over 3. So I'm going to put that in here. So negative 2 root 3 over 3. So that goes in place of cosecant, right? And so I'm just going to bring this negative 2 down. Okay, so now I'm going to do a similar thing with cotangent of 4 pi over 3, right? I'm going to line those up. So here's cotangent, and here's again is pi over 3. And so when I line those up, it comes out to root 3 over 3. So that whole thing goes in instead of cotangent of 4 pi over 3. Okay. All right, and so so now I'm just going to multiply all that together. So let's see. So this is 2 over 1, right? So on top, I'm just going to have all this multiplied together. So negative 2 times 2 is 4, right? Root 3 times root 3 is 3, right? So it's actually just going to be 4 times 3 on top. Then on the bottom, I'm going to multiply all this together. 1 times 3 is 9, right? And so I'll end up with 12 over 9, which reduces to 4 over 3, right? Okay, so that's the slope of our tangent line. or the derivative, we can call it y primed at 2 pi over 3. Okay, because that's what we plugged in, right? 2 pi over 3. All right, so now we can plug all that in to our point slope formula. Okay, so coming back here, erase this. So coming back here, we have this. We know that the slope of the tangent line now is 4/3, and we know y1 is 2 root 3 over 3 negative, right? And we know that x1 is 2 pi over 3. Okay, and so we'll just put all that in as it goes. So it'll be y plus, because of negative here, 2 root 3 over 3 equals 4/3 times x minus 2 pi over 3. All right, and that's our final answer there. Okay, so that's the slope of the tangent line. So find the derivative, plug in the x value, and that'll give you the slope, right, at that point. And then you just plug in your x1 and your y1 into point slope form.